fortunate to be here for 7 years representing the citizens of North Bay. And in my planning for the next election, I sat down and as I always did for the 3 times that I've ran for a seat here, I've looked to see what my competition is going to be doing. We're going to have a bunch of people that are going to be campaigning on a 0% tax increase in the next campaign. People are going to bite on that. They're going to jump on it. They're going to support it. We've sat here for 7 years and have moved and been very progressive. Every single one of us have been very progressive on behalf of the citizens of North Bay in getting North Bay to a fiscal place that's respected across the province and that we're addressing the needs around. But as a councillor, I'm going to campaign against somebody that's going to go and say 0. They don't have a clue how they're going to pay for it, but they're going to campaign on a 0. Councillor Koziol mentioned it. That's one of the things that people phone me up on every time they get their tax bill. How come my taxes went up? How come my property assessment goes up? And I have a challenge every time I do that. So in sitting down and strategizing for my campaign, I've got to find a way to campaign against that. In Tweedsmuir, could we have done this process better? Absolutely. Did we do everything that we were legally obligated to do? Yes, we did. But we could do it better. Hindsight is great. There are going to be more consultations in the future. I would suggest any councillor that's fortunate to get on next time and in the years further that they should be consult, so that we don't have some people at the 11th hour finding out what the strategy is or what the plan is for North Bay. Things change all the time. Churches close, unfortunately. And so what you think will never change is gone. To think I would think, like everybody else in this room thought not that long ago, that a parkland dedication was a parkland dedication, that it couldn't change. But there are legal ways that things can change. And I found out just recently by talking to a colleague of mine is that there's a cemetery in the province that's being moved. I wouldn't think that that's something that could ever happen. But there's cemeteries that are being moved, and there is legislation in the province that you can do that. So things, unfortunately, change. And I know it's going to sound like it's political suicide, and there's several have mentioned it, but I am going to support the amendment that's in front of us this evening.